Good day everyone, my name is Arslan and welcome to my 6th Blender video. So today we are going to be making a crystal city inside Blender, a city made out of crystals or made out of glass or made out of a transmittive material, alright? Whatever name you want to call it, you give it to it. So let's quickly get started with this. So A, and whatever I'm saying, it's slowly going to make sense once we start doing cube, and let's go to the edit mode. And a big tip right here is that if you do not want to change the default one cube, always if you don't want to change these values, which is the sort of default one, the default scale, so you go to edit and you edit the cube in edit mode. And now if you back from edit, it's not going to change, right? So edit your structures inside edit mode, and that would remain the same. So S and Z. So now A, and right click, subdivide 50. Alright, now the first building is going to be Shift and A and cube S 9. Alright, so G and Shift and Z, S and Z, and let's fatten it up a little bit. Alright, so now back to edit mode, and let's first set the materials for this. So new, and the first thing is always the transmission. The IR, let's set it to 2, and for the roughness, first of all let's go to COLOR color ramp, and we need another color ramp, Shift and D. We definitely need a bump node BUMP, and so the normal into the normal, and in this case let's go to the roughness and the color into the height, and we need NOISG and noise textures, the color into that. And let's go to our cycles, and everything is going to look 100 times better. GPU compute sample is 1, and let's get out. So why does our crystal look so odd? How do we do this? So IUR is 2, transmission is 1, and the color can be anything. Alright, so now how do we do this? For the roughness, I think the roughness is going to do the trick. Yes, the roughness. Let's go to denoise. So guys, this is our crystal material, the first one, and why does it look so boring? Alright, so this is our crystal material. For example, if we want to edit it a little bit more, let's go to red, and for the white one, let's again go to red. Alright, so this is our first material. Now can we add an object info mode right here, and if we, for example, press that, now if we are in edit mode and select all, so select all and Shift and D, will that give us a different color? Let's I think it is going to give us a different color, but once we change this a little bit, for example, let's get this to blue. So Shift and D, yes, we do have different colors. Alright, so this is what I wanted. Now let's L and delete faces. Oops. L 3 L and delete faces. Oh my god, why is it still there? You know what, let's so now for this one I have no idea what just happened, but anyways, let's quickly. So now we have transformed that, and G and Shift and Z. All right. So Shift and D, Shift and Z. Okay, so now we have sort of different colors. But how about we bring this to yellow? So now it's I think it's gonna be fun now. Let's go to our layout and G and Shift and Z and G and Shift and Z, S and Y, S and that, and right. So G and Shift and Z and S and X, X and Z, G and Z. Now it's just skyscrapers after skyscrapers. So Shift and D, Shift and Z, and so Shift and D, Shift and Z to bring one right here. Now Shift and D, Shift and Z. Now G, Shift and Z. Alright, so G and Shift and Z. And G and Shift and Z. G and Shift and Z. For this one, let's first of all. Alright. So you know what we even need? So cube and S and scale, G and up, S and scale, S and X, S and Y. Alright. So G and Shift and Z. Let's go to 7 and Shift and A to add a path. So now let's go to our random so that we can see things better. Now G and Shift and Z and G and Z. Alright, there you are. So now RZ90 and G and that. Alright, and when all of them are selected, plus V, which is automatic. So now let's delete these vertices. For this one, let's, before doing that, how about we go to this, we complete our bridge. So 3 and G and Z. Alright, G and Z and edit mode. Let's go to isolate. Control R, Control R, Control R, and Control R, and select, 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 and select. Out from our isolation mode, and 3 and E and Z. E and Z. Alright. So G and Shift and Z. S and Y and S and Z and G and Z. So now the first thing we need an array modifier. This is going to be 1, this is going to be 0, and the next one we need is a curve modifier. So let's choose that curve. And now it's setting out the curve. So 7 and edit E to extrude and and you know what, G and Z, and let's array this to 35. Now this is the curve, so 7, and edit and E, so E to extrude, E to extrude. Alright, so E to extrude. So that is done. That doesn't look bad at all. And you know, we can adjust this a little bit. So G and Shift and Z. Alright, G and Shift and Z. Fine, that is done. That looks okay. So now is the river. Let's go back to our rendered view to check out what exactly we are doing. Let's get out from that. And alright, so these are our crystals, our crystal buildings. Now, so Shift and D and Shift and Z and edit mode, 3 to select this face, E and put it down, and E and put it down, and E and Z and S and 0. That is done. Check out our building. So you know, it's just a continuous cycle from this onwards. So now, you know what I'm trying to do? We need a small river right here. For the materials, let's first of all go to new, and for the second material, let's bring in our crystals. Let's press this button, but for the red, we need what do we need? What do we need? Let's go to shading. Let's delete the object info mode. Let's go to minus, and we need a blue because we're dealing with water. So back to our layout. Now edit mode, and let's go to select circle, and where do you think our river should be? Alright, is that good? Is this river good? E and Z to bring this a bit down, and now apply. So guys, look at what we have done. It looks awesome already. I like it already. Alright, how about this? How about this area too? Check this out. It looks good already. Now the radius is to 6, and you know what, we can even assign. Alright, and you know, the next thing is of course we need a new material for the sand. So in this case, let's go to base color, image texture, and open, and desktop, and PBR, and we need texture reference images, and we need sand. So because we are going to be making some pyramids, so you know, this part right here, this is going to be our desert. You know, this is the desert section. All right, and so I think we're on progress, isn't it? Everything is right. Let's select that, assign, and for the bridge, let's give it concrete. No, let's green. So you know, in fact, we can even copy it, isn't it? Why not just copy it? So green, yes, much better. And now G and Shift and Z. Let's move it a little bit. this is how it's going to be. And for the render settings, let's set the samples to 400. And let's add the super denoiser. Let's go to color management and high contrast. So this is the the almost final render. I'm going to include the final render in the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it, and make sure to stay tuned with me for more interesting and fun projects. Bye.